Hey guys, give me just a minute to get set up on my iPad so I can see what's going on. And I'll get right with you. Alright. At first I just want to apologize for being MIA for a little while. We had to redo my bathroom. Put a lot of new stuff in it, and it took quite a bit of work, more than we were expecting, so that's why I've been MIA for a little while, trying to get that ready to do. Trying to get some good light in here. Sorry guys, trying to get this camera situated. I don't know if y'all could see, but I have redone my desk. This of course is and looks like it's a little dirty. It's about to get even dirtier, so what Crafter's desk is not dirty, but I covered it with some vinyl and then had some spaces that I didn't like, so I put this little world map vinyl over it. Thought it went well with my scheme. I'm gonna do a couple things tonight. First of all, I'm going to work on a few alternatives on this paper pumpkin. I may make one of each card and then try to make some alternatives. And I'll show you what was in the kit for March. This kit's not available. If there's any extras, you can get it. You'll have to subscribe for April's, which is going to be an ice cream theme, and you subscribe to that and that money gets paid for. Then you can go back and look for kits that might not have sold out. So, and past few months all the kits have sold out. So if you are subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, April's is going to be delayed a little bit. Some of their items that was supposed to go in the kit has been delayed, I guess, on some of the ships that had been stuck in the canal and not able to get to where they need to be. And so they have to wait for items to come in order to ship them out. Since they're delayed, they're going to delay billing as well. So once you sign up, which is tomorrow's the last day to sign up for the April kit, once they have everything in, they're going to bill you. Normally, you sign up by the 10th, and then 11th, they usually bill you. Sorry, getting a little dry mouth. So, if you're interested in the April kit, then I would go ahead and subscribe tonight. You can do month by month. You can do a 3-month, 6-month, or you can do a whole year. Let me throw that link up real quick. You can go here, and then you can select me as your demonstrator. The kits are, I believe, $22 a month. And then each month you get a different kit. And there's just going to be some good news coming soon. I'm not sure if I can share that news yet or not, but it's going to be some good news coming up pretty soon. All right, this one is a March anniversary. March is always the anniversary for Paper Pumpkin. They always come out with a special edition. Usually they have like 2 special editions. one for the birthday, a paper pumpkin, and then one for Christmas. And the boxes are usually all decorated up. So this was paper pumpkin for March. And it has like a nature mountain thing. Here are the cards that you can make. You can either make all these cards or you can do alternatives. It gives you all the instructions. It gives you a ruler down at the bottom. So when it tells you you can measure some of your twine, I don't ever measure. I just put it in. This month's came with a sponge. That is to go with these stencils here. And you get 4 stencils. This one is a cloud stencil. So you can see it a little bit better on that cardboard. That's the cloud stencil. This is the mountain stencil. You can actually use this in several ways. You can do this way, or you can turn it upside down and you have additional things. You could use that for grass or whatever. So this is kind of like a double up. You have a sunburst stencil. This one I have a feeling might be a little challenging to work with because there's nothing there to hold those down. You'd have to make sure you stencil in one direction. And then here is a bunch of stars. Alright, and I told you about the sponge. I'll show you how to deal with the sponge and get the most of your sponge. These are the stamps. It says, here to you, may your journey through life take you to many new and exciting places. Happy birthday. Not sure what this, oh, congratulations. And all the best for a happy birthday and prosperous year. It comes with twine and some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. These are the itty bitty ones. Here's your twine. Alright, and then here is the ink that comes with this little coral, Calypso coral. I have my large pad here, and along with the other coordinating colors, which the coordinating colors are Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Ode Olive, Petal Pink, Pretty Peacock, which is retiring if there's any left, and Seaside Spray, which is also retiring. Bumblebee will be retiring next year. And speaking of retiring colors, I do have the new incoming colors for the next magazine, and I'm going to show you the new, well, I will show you the cover of the new magazine. I can't show you all of it, and I can show you items that I have already pre-ordered, and I will get to that information pretty soon. Here's a couple of alternatives for the card, and it also gives you some alternatives on the back of this. Here's the cardboard. Some, what you would call these? Sticky dots, which I can't stand them. Here are the cutout trees. These two can be used as a stencil once you punch them out. You get your 4 Pretty Peacock card bases. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get your little cloud punch outs, your labels, your card fronts, and then your other cards. And then you have your envelope inserts. And then you have your 8 craft envelopes. And then your box. Alright, I gotta get a stamping block because I didn't get one. Usually with your paper pumpkin, you will get a 3x3 stamping block. It's a little bit flatter than this one. This one is one of the Stampin' Up! Ones, and it's got the ridges where you can hold on to it a little bit better. So you can grip it to stamp. Alright. Let's see what we need to get started with. I'm going to make one of each of the individual cards. And then the rest, it's going to be a free-for-all. And I'm looking for my Take Your Pick tool, which I'm not seeing it where it's supposed to be. I found it. This is a really great tool that I love to use. Alright. Let's see what's first up. Can do this card here. Let's fold it. Use a little bone folder. That will help crease the fold and keep it closed. Okay. Next we need our little punch outs, which are right here. And we need a pink one, a yellow one, and a green one. All right. We also need one of these punch outs here. Be careful with these trees. When you get down to the bottom, they get a little fragile. As you can see, just a little bit. All right. So first thing is to use your dimensionals to pop. Actually, I think I need to stamp birds on this, because you have some little stamps right here that are little birds. I may actually get one of my smaller stamping blocks for this to make it a little bit easier. And like I said, they give you Calypso Coral for ink, but I think I'm going to use some black. Try to see which way these birds are actually supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go like this. I don't know if y'all can see it. I'm just going to tap lightly on here. And I am going to just put these birds right in the middle. All right. And then we get our Stampin' Dimensionals. And I'm going to be a little conservative tonight. Which I know I usually just use these up. I'm going to be a little conservative and not use them all. So this one goes right above the image that's already on the card. Alright, then I'm going to get a few more Stampin' Dimensionals. Give me 1 second. Alright, get a few more Stampin' Dimensionals. And again, I'm going to be a little conservative. Put one on each end and one in the middle. And then I'm going to offset it just a little bit. Alright. And then we're going to pop up this little, I guess this will be like green grass or something like that. Well, you know what? I'm going to do this first. I'm going to cut this little dimensional down in half. It's a little too big to fit in this little area. Last night I did a on tour thing with Stampin' Up, which is something they do when, I believe, when the annual catalog comes out. And Sarah, which is Shelly's daughter, did a little impromptu message and said sending out a card will probably really help someone who may be going through a lot right now and may just need a card. So if y'all get these kits, it would be a great idea just to send a card to someone, just to bring a smile to their face. Especially nursing homes, which I know a lot of them are getting their vaccines, which is great, but some of them still don't get out very much due to medical reasons. Oh, Stampin' Dimensional did not want to come off. Let me get this other one that I left, that I cut earlier. I'm going to stick it behind this one here. Well, maybe. And stick it down. I'll take this green one. Put about 3 on this one. I like my cards to pop. All right. And then we are going to get one of the labels that came with it. I'm going to stamp a sentiment. I believe this one says, "Here's to you." to try to get it straight, which is not always the easiest. Alright, and then I'm going to use my Calypso Coral. And stamp. No, it's these. Try to center it. Actually, it'd be easier if I just pop this one out. I can see where I need to stamp. Oh, y'all cannot see. Let me move this banner. I'll put it back here in a minute. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. So sorry about that. So I'll stamp the "Here's to You." Try to center it the best I can. Sometimes it don't always work out. Perfect. It actually came out really smooth. And don't worry if it doesn't come out perfect. It's okay. Alright. This one is actually going to be flat, which I'm going to go ahead and use these little glue dots. I'm not going to waste them, even though I don't like them. Let's see, where's that? I'm going to take my tool and turn it around to the pokey end. Take these little dots off. This little pokey tool is perfect for getting the backs off of the dimensionals. Well, I say that, and then this one doesn't want to come off. Alright, and then I'm just going to pop this right here, a little off. Well, maybe it's going to go on top. Alright, so that's the first card. It's a little crooked there. See if we can get it straight. There we go. So that's the first card. Really cute. Alright. Now the second card is a happy birthday card. Let me get my little chamois to clean my stamps. Put that one there. Clean off my birds, which I'm actually going to need those again. So the next one, we're going to need 3 of these little labels, the smaller ones. You have 4 big ones, and then you have like 12 smaller ones. And I need 3 of these. Alright. Then I'm going to need the happy birthday stamp. Don't go that way. Alright, and then again, don't do that. I always do that. Stick my hand right in the ink. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and ink it up with my Calypso Coral. I'm going to try to center it the best I can. Sorry, I'm getting it a little close so I can see Well, there's one happy birthday. There's 2. And 3. All right. So wipe that off real quick while I got this white. And I'm going to stick it back on there. And then I'm going to get the other card part. Just one of them. And getting a card base and the Pretty Peacock. Burnish it down so it'll stay. And then I'm going to try to use this up from where I messed it up. Maybe. Actually, you know what? That one is all messed up. The little blue boogers off of it. Now I have a new refill. Pop back in here. Let's see, make sure I don't mess this up. It goes this way. And this goes on top. And voila. This does not want to work very well. I have to prime it and twist. That was what I learned from the secret from using this. When you're using it and you're trying to put adhesive on the card, first you kind of have to prime it. And then once you get it going and you want it to stop, twist. So that has helped me a lot. Alright, and now I'm just going to center this. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to take my birds again. Ink up my birds. They did theirs in Calypso Coral. I never seen Calypso Coral birds, so mine are actually going to be black. And I think I'm going to add more. It is totally your choice. Your card, your decision. And let's see, we're going to add just a few more. Why not? And we can add some right there. So I actually added 3. We're kind of in the triangle for the visual triangle there. Alright. Now, all we're going to do is add these little labels or the little decorations to the card using Stampin' Dimensionals again. So I can see why they gave us the small ones, because these labels are not very big. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I would do my best to answer them for you. It's like, go right about here. 1, 2. I have seen so many awesome alternatives for these cards. There's the second one. And then one more. Put one on the end. If you get a kit with small dimensionals, you decide you like them, they do have them available in the store. I love them. And it's got this old border around them. You can use that border too. Don't throw that away just because all the little mini pieces are done. You can use that border too. Alright. So there's that. And then you can stamp the other greeting. Let me get that off. Right here. I am going to stamp that in the Calypso Coral if I can get it straight. There we go. Make sure it's going the right way. The only thing I don't like about some of these sentiments, sometimes they're a little hard to see and a little hard to read. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I got a birthday card ready to go if I so need it. Alright. This here's to you. You can do that as a congratulations. I do have a congratulations stamp on with the kit. So we made both cards. And I have yet to use any of the stencils, which is what I would like to at least try. And guys, be patient with me. I may mess up, and that is the real part of stamping and scrapping. You're going to mess up, and it's okay. I'm just getting a little bit of cardstock here, and I'm going to trim it down. Just going to get one sheet and try to use that for a few cards. Alright. I am going to cut this down to 5 1/4. Move this out of the way. 5 1/4 by 4. I think that one a little wonky. Make sure it got straight. A little sliver now. Alright. So what you can do with your sponge is you can take your sponge and get you some good sharp scissors. Sharp. And then you can cut your sponge in small segments. Some just do it in 4, such as this. I like to do mine in 8s, like a pie. Then I can get more out of it. It is all up to you. I'm just going to do the 4 for now. If I need this other half, I'll cut it. Alright. So, let's see. I'm obviously going to need some green. So, I'm going to go for my Old Olive. So, I kind of want to make a scene. So I want to do like a grassy area. Let me see which one of these stencils would make a good grassy area. This is probably going to get cut down just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to use this as kind of like a little grassy area, I think. Then you'll see what my plan is. You kind of want to hold this down. Get some ink on your sponge and just kind of tap it. And this is giving it a really good texture for grass. If you're doing a full card, of course, you can probably mask that off. I'm probably going to cut this into like a little frame. Alright, so there's some grass, a little grassy hill. Alright, may want to have a little baby wipe handy to get off the excess ink. I'm going to just dry it off on my pants because I'm not going to get up and go get more. Let's see, which one did I just use? I just used that. So, which was this? Now I want to maybe do a little bit, or maybe some mountains, just a few mountains. And I'm going to do that first with some Seaside spray. And cut my sponge. You could also use some washi tape to hold your sponges or your stencils in place. And I'm just tapping it. If you have like some blending brushes, you could use blending brushes, which I might try that on another card, another design. All right. That's good and dark. All right, there's a little bit of some mountains. Now, let's see. Let me get my mountains going just a little bit higher. And I'm going to get my Pretty Peacock. I'm just going to sponge it on there. Try not to get down there below. At least not too much. Fill that in where I missed. All right. And then I think I may go one more time. I'm going to bring out another ink that I have not used. And that is going to be some basic gray. Yeah, maybe some basic gray. Alright, and there's the beginnings of a little scene that you can make with these stencils. Alright, now I want to move in with the clouds. There's two ways of doing this. You can either make individual clouds, or you can do them in a line. Now I'm going to use this, actually, looks a good sky color, balmy blue, which is right here. Balmy blue makes an awesome sky. And I know I said I wouldn't bring in any more inks, but I'm going to start out up here. This is a blending brush. Stampin' Up! Does have blending brushes. Theirs are black. I don't have any at this moment. And at this moment, they're also back ordered. So, if you have any Stampin' Blends, blending brushes, this is how you could use them. Alright. I'm going to ink it up just a little more. And I just move this kind of side to side. You don't have to use the whole part of the stencil. You can do just a little bit. And make a little scene with your clouds. And I'm going to come over here and do a little bit over here. Let's see if y'all can see my little clouds, my little scene there. Alright. I'm going to wipe that off just a little bit. Out there. And now I am going to get my die cut machine, and I'm going to die cut this into a square. My square dies. Let's see which one's going to fit this one pretty good. This is going to be my largest one. I'm going to try to just capture a little small photo of it to get a little bit of everything. Alright. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to grab some washi tape and grab my die cut machine. I have to use my big one because it's what's going to fit that. I'm actually going to lay it down on this cutting plate first. This is my cutting plate. I reserved one as a cutting plate, and then the other one is my top plate. Sorry, I just got to put the number 2 down. Put my cutting plate down. Put my image and my die where I want it. Kind of center it up and get a little bit of everything. And then put a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place. I think I'm just going to put it here in the corner. And put this here in the corner. And then I'm going to run it through. That noise it makes is normal. Gonna have that. And then here's my little piece that I die cut out. If you're colorist, you could probably use these in your coloring books. Stampin' Up! Does have other stencils and such that you can use for backgrounds. Alright, and then I want to back this with some basic black. I don't know why I put that backup machine up, because I'm going to need it again. Just shoot a basic black. And nope. Let's see. Just want to cut out a piece to fit this. Right. Again, bring this out. My plates again. This time I'm not really particular about where it cuts. I just want a black scallop background or a backer. Alright. Press this in. Right there. And now I want to adhere this to the little black back piece. So there it is. Use my little Stampin' Seal again. Twist, pull, twist, pull, twist. All right, now I'm just gonna try to center this the best I can. I give it just a little bit of a background. Bring it all together. And then I think I'm going to take another one of these Pretty Peacock card bases. Just going to adhere it to this. Oh, what I should have done. Where did that extra one go that I popped out. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find that tree piece right here that I actually know what I'm going to do is... Sorry guys, I'm a little scrambled here. Just looking for my stamps. But it's garbage. There they are. The stamps have these little trees on them. And I want to stamp some of these trees on here. It looks like I'm going to have to stamp them after I hear it. Oh, you know what I could do? Do a tone on tone. What I want to do, let's see, let's get a little bit more ink on there. I'm going to stamp one tree set over here. Alright. And then I want to stamp, try even it up, another set over here. More than likely, the only ones that's going to show up are the ones that are on the back. So I'm going to kind of set that right there. And then I'm going to get some more of my pretty peacocks. And I want to stamp a couple trees right on top. Like so. And of course, we can't forget our birds. Right? And then I'm going to use one of these large labels. And we can stamp. Let's just do a happy birthday. Why not? I'll take the birdies off. And I am going to stamp the happy birthday in the pretty peacock as well. Let's go a little something on it. I'm going to stamp it off to the side here. And then I'm going to get my scissors, once I find them. After I just had them not long ago. Where did they sprout legs and run off to? I found them. We do have a banner punch. I don't know where it's at. So I'm going to just kind of do it myself. I'm going to cut it in the center. Cut it from this edge. And then from this edge. And let's see. Don't really have anything extra to go with that. Let's see. Maybe I didn't do so great job after all. Yeah. Let's try it one more time. Don't do it with that. We're just gonna stamp happy birthday. And I'm going to give it a frame by inking around the edge. It's going to give it a little bit of a distressed look. And this will be kind of a manly birthday card. I'm going to run some Stampin' Seal on here. And then, let's see, let me get some little rhinestones. Let's see, got some pretty peacock right here. Color it up with. I'm going to do 2 bigger ones and a small one. That's a great thing about having just the regular silver rhinestones. Then you can color whatever colors you want. I'll do one there. Another one right there. And then this other one down here. Yes, the rhinestones add just a little unmanliness, but this would make a great masculine birthday card. Of course, you can put your sentiment inside. Pardon me. Alright. We'll make one more alternative and then I'm going to call it a night. I just kind of wanted to give y'all an idea about what y'all could do. Sorry, just needed a drink. This one I'm not going to probably do too much to it. It does already have the sunburst on here, but I want to add just a little bit more to it. So I'm going to try to center it there. In 1 second, I'm just getting a little bit of washi tape. Just getting some washi tape. Hold this down just a little bit. Get some of the stick off that so it doesn't tear paper up. Alright. Put a little bit of washi tape over here. Clear, close this one up. And I want to use my Whisper White with a blending brush. This should already be inked. I inked it just not long ago. So it should still have plenty on there. And I'm going to take it off the side and then this is what I mean by it might be a little challenging with this stencil. If you have some kind of like light tack spray adhesive, like something you can use over and over again, that would be ideal to use with this one. I don't know about this one. Didn't come out as great as I wanted it to. I'm not sure if I can. Shows out pretty well on screen. Try to do just a little bit more right there. I think on this one would probably be best if you pounce. You can still pounce with these blending brushes. These bristles are so tight together. Alright. So I added just a little bit of something to the card. Clean that up in a minute. I had to lift the strap for a minute. And then I think I'm going to add some more of these little clouds to it. Not sure how that's going to work. Yeah, let's just go for it. Alright, I'm just going to put that right there. Kind of looks like the sun's continually bursting out. There's another stamp set that I want to use. Let's peel these trees off. I want to try these trees. I ink these trees up and stamp them along the bottom. Uh-oh, I'll get that on my stamp pad. I'm not sure if you can see these flower stamps I'm putting along the bottom. It's not really showing up that great. Let's see. You can see them. They're just really light. Let me clean this off. I'm going to try it with black. See if I can get like a little shadow going on. That's the fun part about stamping, is you can just experiment, see what you like. I have to work on getting some of that blue off of my pad. Let's do the black. Make it like a little bit of a 3D shadow look. Ooh, I'm really liking this. You line it up just right. It looks like it was one continuous stamp. And that white does give it a shadow. Now I didn't go all the way down the line. I'm not going to ink up the whole stamp. Just doing the end. What's that? That looks like a little field of flowers. Kind of reminds me of the Wizard of Oz when they were going through the poppy field. So there is another alternative. Feel free to go look on Pinterest for any kind of alternatives. I did find a few that I would like to do. So that was my plan, to go ahead and do some of theirs. I didn't want to show theirs as mine because that would be kind of copycat, sort of, and taking credit for someone else's work. And I didn't want to do that. And then I also want to try some others on some paper. So that's just two alternatives to the card. Here is the originals, and these two are my alternatives so far. I may work on a few more this weekend. So here is a link again, or here is the place to go subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. You can search me as Shy Dackerman as a host, or not a host, as a demonstrator, and that will get you all hooked up. And then you can come back here and we can do some alternatives together. I am going to get off here and rest my voice. So apparently I'm getting a little bit of a sore throat. And I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed night. Good night.